Hello everyone, welcome back to the Legal Explorer. Today let's talk about the major legal controversy going on in the Supreme Court regarding the Waqf Act amendment and why it's creating a lot of debates across India. Let's discuss in detail. The central government recently amended the Waqf Act. These changes have been raised serious concern. Many believe these changes affect the religious rights of Muslims. Is it so? Let's discuss. Let's discuss. What Solicitor General Misha. So let's discuss what did the Solicitor General of India, Mr. Tushar Mehta said. See, what are the key arguments by the Solicitor General? See, the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta said in the court that Waqf is not an essential part of Islam. He explained that the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in the Constitution Assembly made a clear difference between the religion and essential religions practice. What he said, even the Tushar Mehta quoted that if a poor Muslim does not create a Waqf, does that make him less of a Muslim? According to the Supreme Court, a religious practice is essential only if it is mandatory for the religion. So charity may be encouraged, but it is not an essential requirement in Islam to create a Waqf. So, what is the role of Waqf board, religious or secular? So, S.G. Mehta said the Waqf board mostly deals with secular matters like managing land, rent and disputes, not with the prayers of rituals, unlike Hindu Endowment Board do, which even manages temple rituals. The Waqf board does not interfere with the spiritual duties. This is what said in the Supreme Court. And what did Supreme Court said about a non-Muslims in the Waqf Council? See, one big change in the amendment is allowing two non-Muslims in the Waqf Council. Many opposed this, but the Supreme Court explained it well. Supreme Court said that non-Muslims can be beneficiary parties to land disputes or have other interest. They are a microscopic minority and their inclusion promotes inclusively, not interference. This is what said by the Supreme Court in today's case. Next, the Supreme Court said that what did Supreme Court said about the protected monuments and the Waqf claims? Another major controversy is about protected monuments. The Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, told the JPC that many state Waqf boards wrongly declared protected monuments of the Waqf land. These lead to be many conflicts. So, in some places, even ASI officials were stopped from doing conversion work. Shops were opened, commercial activities allowed, damaging the historical sites. See, so the new section 3D in the amendment, prevents Waqf boards from claiming such properties in the future. What about scheduled tribes land? The Supreme Court said that there are also Section 3E, which says land owned by the scheduled tribes can't be declared as Waqf land. This is to protect tribal lands under the Constitutional Schedule 5 and 6. S.G. Mehta said the challenge to this section is purely academic and not real. Now, religious versus secular authority. What is this? The court also asked who appoints a mutawalli. S.G. Mehta replied, it depends on the Waqf and not all mutawallis have to be Muslim. This again supports the idea that Waqf management is more secular in nature. So the case is still being heard. The petitioners, including senior advocates Kapil Sibal, argued that some parts of the amendment like Section 3D were passed without full discussion in the parliament. But the government says everything was properly included and discussed. Next, see, I want to end this video. This is what today discussed in our Supreme Court. So what I want to conclude by saying that, so is the Waqf Act becoming a secular property law, or is it interfering with the religious freedom? The Supreme Court will decide. But what do you think? Is this amendment needed or an overreach? Tell us in the comments.